Might be frozen or something. Oh no, look at that. Seems that I'm good. Never mind, apparently it decided to start working. Yeah, it does that sometimes. Let me see here. We're good there. Yeah, we're good. We're good. That's good. We're good, so that's good. Right? Yes. Ah, you go in for the memes and you stay for the story. That's how they get you. I haven't seen that series. Walter White. Yeah, there goes the rain again. Can't wait to have a puddle in here again. Have water come through the ceiling. Okie dokie. So, now we need to determine where everything's gonna go. We'll just pull one of these legs here again. We'll put the drawer fronts on top of them. I'm gonna mark out with the pencil where the final spot is gonna be. So 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's use our little card scraper as a spacer. The first one is gonna be a little bit of a bigger gap. Okay, so we have our spacing. We could just give it a tad bit more. Let's just move this off to the side here. And we could do that. And if anything, if the spacing opens up a little bit, it's no problem. The front will just cover the base layer, the bottom of the cabinet. So, crap. Yeah, I don't know what happened to my dexterity. I don't have any dexterity left in me. My stats are just plummeting. Just get some runes. Okay, so we'll call that our base layer. That's where the bottom piece is going to go. And this would be our center. So that would be the center line. I have to make sure I clean that up afterwards because some of that might show. So we're looking at 594 halfway point. Yeah. They gotcha. They gotcha. So these will go on like that with some glue. So we have this going on like so. Now I still have to route out the area for the panel to fit into all these spots. But then the other leg, yeah. There's a lot of people who don't really like the Moonveil katana. Or are you doing Moonveil Greatsword? Or I think that's a different name. Moonveil's the katana. Okay. So we got our side panel. Oh, God. Yeah, don't fall. Can't drop any of this. Cannot drop any of it. So Golden Halbert. I haven't used halberts in the game. I really need to jump back onto Elden Ring and finish up the... Oh, what's it called? The New Game Plus. Haven't started the New Game Plus yet, so... Is this enough? I don't think this is enough. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Have to use these babies. No. Use a mallet here real quick. Although I'm not really fitting this in yet. Well, sort of. I am gonna check out the final size of the panels that go in here. So it'd be great to mock this up and then make sure everything is on point. Again, let me just find this measurement again. I'll probably sand it off or something, but we're looking at 594, 595, 594, somewhere along those lines. I could do a little mark here. Still learning how to find the tip of this thick lead, because this being a 2.5 millimeter lead, it can be kind of hard to see where the tip ends if it's rounded off too much. It's the only downside I'm finding to this. Plus the lead sharpener doesn't really sharpen to like a really fine point. It's made more for carpentry than anything else. So just giving it a little visible mark there. Now I have a visible line here. And we'll grab a clamp and put it down here. I could put it right underneath the legs. And we seem to be good and flush, good and tight. Let's just, better yet, put it on top, right on the middle where the pressure should be applied. That way we don't get any movement or any funny business. Here in the middle, I can still move it around, such. We have a piece that is 95 millimeters, so that's 47 and a half millimeters is the midpoint. 47 and a half. So let's just grab our square real quick. This is a bigger square. We have our line here. And I can't really see the pencil mark. That means that I have to move it to the side a bit. That's on the midpoint, which means that both of these sides should be the same. We're looking at 451. Here we have 451.5. Again, that could be just a matter of adjustment. Yeah, here we have a millimeter less here, so that means that this has to go that direction. And we are there. So this is how it's going to look I believe I can move it now without it falling apart. This is one of the sides of the dresser. I'm going to put in the floating piece inside of it. Before I do that, actually, I'll probably want to flip it around because this side is flat, nice and flat-ish. There is a little bit of a difference in thickness, but it's inside the cabinet. It's not going to be visible, so we're good. You're good. You're good. We're good. I'll grab a piece of panel here. This is what we're going to be sticking in here, and it should fit at least in this gap very well. Yeah, well, la, 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 la. I could like mark it out like this, make a line here. See where that takes me. Or I could just measure it. Difference in size here is 9 millimeters. So if I were to mark 9 millimeters to this side, I could. I have to mark it exactly where it's telling me, where the measurement I'm gonna have here. So we have 9 millimeters there. Oh God. Okay. I don't think that's something you want to celebrate. We have our line here. We have a 9 millimeter mark there. Same over here. We'll do. I can pull this back here and mark 9. Then 9 millimeters from this side. There we go. I mean, you weren't even alive in '83, so. The horrible gazebo incident. Ah, got this all marked up. What happened here? Well, I hope I can sand this off. Hello there. How's it going? Welcome in. 1984. You weren't alive in 1984 either. Let's see here. I could overcut it and, in any case, I could shift it around. I don't want to undercut it too much. So we have 470. 470, and we should somewhat have the same number here. Yep. Okay, we could cut all the pieces to 470, and we should be able to route it out and have a go at it. So here's the side panel for the dresser. I'm gonna cut the plywood that goes in between, and we can mark that up, build it up. 470 was the final size. Da 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 da. 470. It's actually pretty short. I thought it would be, panels would be bigger, but guess not. Yeah, I overcut this quite a bit. So this side is nice and crisp. We can use that as our measuring point. I think we're good. So let's just move this to the side so it's not in the way. And determine which side's going to go up just in case. I prefer this panel over this one. So this is going down. If there's any like chipping out or anything like that. Ooh, what was that? Oh, a piece of wood. If there's like any chipping out, it's just gonna chip out into the cabinet. It should be oversized. Yup. Ready for the router. We'll route out the ends so we can fit it in. Again, with this, I mean, it doesn't really matter which side I pick up. If I have chip out, we're gonna route it out anyway. So it really doesn't matter. This side got a little more damaged, so we'll just use this one for the interior. And this one for the exterior. You know what? I did not, like, marry these. Oh, look at that. Continuing pattern. I could do that. Let's just keep this as the... This side is where it continues, so we'll keep that side. Hopefully I can sand this and have it look good. Let's just check if we can sand it. If we can sand it, then we should be good to go. Let me see, my sander, I'm pretty sure it's not on this side. It's probably back here. Workshop organization coming soon. Coming real soon. Really need to get this shop in order. This is 120. I need a 220. Maybe even a 300. I don't really need to sand it too aggressively. I just want to see if those marks will just disappear. These are the coarser grits. There's a 220 right here. We'll use, let's see if there's a used one. These are aggressive, 120. 220. A 3 something. Yeah, I think I threw out the used ones. So we'll start with a fresh new one, which we will be using quite a bit. Okay, let's see here. If I plug it in, it might work. I've been getting a little too used to battery-powered tools, so I've been looking at probably getting a new sander. It won't be battery-powered, though, but hopefully soon. Ooh. Look at you. Yeah, it sanded off. We're good. That is good news. So we can keep that side, which is the continuation of this panel. We'll just have to try and make sure that we find that again. We'll cut off this end. Huh, what's going on here? I mean, probably have to give it a little bit of a cleanup cut. Yeah, that does not look like it's straight. So let's just... Again, I don't really need this to be... Yeah, that's the thing. This side is not as straight. Huh. Oh well. It doesn't matter if there's a little bit of chip out. Usually don't get chip out with this blade. Yeah, there's a little bit of a angle there. I should have maybe cleaned that out a little bit better, but oh well. It is done. So that these two go together like so. I'll have to check the other two cuts just to make sure that I don't have the same problem. Okay, upon continuation. This one has a weird line there that I don't like, so we'll use this as the top part. These are the matchy sides. So I'll clean this end. We'll clean it up. Hold on, let me just make sure. Yeah, that seems to fit nice and flat there. We'll clean up the matchy sides. Then we'll flip it over and use the stop. Okay, the same thing. We're gonna check whether or not this is nice and straight on this end. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so we are going to clean up this end. Flip it over. Got the bottom side down off. Okay, now we could use these pieces to set up the router again. Look at all that dust. Set the router again so we have matching height. We have a couple of tries that we can work with. All the other doors are closed. Yeah, so why am I not feeling a breeze? I mean, I can feel a breeze in my house. I can feel a whole bunch of airflow coming in from other places. But then when it comes to the doors here, I don't know, maybe it's like choking the fan up. And I'm having trouble with getting it to where I can actually feel the breeze coming into the shop. Been experimenting with opening and closing the top row of windows and such, and seeing if that's what's gonna help me out with, you know, not feeling like I'm gonna suffocate in here. Yeah, you see there, I can feel a breeze. I can feel a pretty significant breeze. So, dokes. One thing to check is, I think I got this pretty dialed in to the point where it was like right smack in the middle, no matter how I put this. Yeah, somewhat. Let's see, if I were to flip this and put them side to side, yeah, there is no difference. So we're really, really fine-tuned there to have this just be perfect. Yep, there's no difference, so we're good. So it doesn't matter how I set this, as long as it's the same, we should be good. Again, before I do any of that, I should run all these pieces through this so that we can fit the pieces in. The thing is, one of them has 2 slits and the other ones have only 1. So I'll just have to pick 2 of them. Doesn't matter which one. Well, I could take these pieces. These 3 could be one side, and those 3 could be another. So, ooh, could do this combination. I think that would be best. So this one will receive 2-sided slots on both sides, 2-sided slots on both sides, and then the other 2 will just have 1. Let's zoom in to the back here. Hopefully that'll look better. I do have a whole bunch of stuff here that I can't really move out of here just yet, because these are the pieces for the drawer fronts and stuff that we're going to be working on pretty soon. Okay, so let's get crack-a-lackin'. Just grab a clamp here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to clamp it down like so. Let's just grab one with more cushion, because all these little shoe things for the clamps are, some of them are missing, and I need to get that fixed. It's another thing to do here in the shop. Fine-tune, clean up, organization. That's all the things we have to do here. Ah, the vacuum's blocked up, so I have to empty it out. See you later, man. No worries. I have a problem here. Let me see if I can solve it with this thing. I'm guessing that would work. I need another clamp to grab onto that. So let's look for the clamp. It's too small. Let's look for a longer one. Gonna have to slot this one out as well, so I can put it next to this. Or at least, yeah, this end over here. Or it could be like that. No, it would have to be this end here. Cut out. Make a little cutout there. So that then I could fit this end into it. Flush it up here. This one here. And it's just the backing to have something to reference out of for the exit cut. Could make this go a little closer. Closer to the edge. Should be good to go. Bump it out a little bit. I could put another clamp here. Hold this end. That way it's not going to slip out anywhere. Don't know if I actually have enough space here to do this, but I do. Only thing I don't love about this router bit is that it doesn't cut as clean as I would like it to. There's always like some sort of residue or little hair sticking out. It might just be the wood and not the router bit, but still a little annoying. For the money that you pay for these router bits, it's like, yeah, I would have wished that I didn't have to do extra work after routing the piece. That just could be me and my complaining attitude. Okay, insane. We'll just clamp it on the edge here. And get rolling. That's not moving anywhere. Now our first two-sided piece. Yeah, it's not super in line with the other one. It might just have like a little hair off here, but it's good enough. It will fit, so it's a good thing. That's what we want. We don't really care about anything else. We just want this to fit in properly. Not have any problems like putting it together. Yeah, it's kind of jagged, you know, there's all these little hairs. I need to get rid of them. I have to be careful how I go about it, because one of these sides is the finished side, so not that they'll be visible, because they won't be. It'd be nice if there weren't all these little hairs like getting in the way. Could probably take that off with the sandpaper. Oh, just put it away. Me being organized and unorganized at the same time. This one seems to be used. Could be wrong. And it feels dull for 120. So we could, technically speaking, just run it through like that. Get any of those little hairs out without taking too much material off. Then the other two will have just one of them, one of the sides. Just have to pick which ones don't want visible, at least the edge. Could do this and route these two sides here. So let's just make a mark here, here, and here. This one has this all kind of pushed upwards because of my botched routing job. Maybe that's just like the tooling mark. But whatever. Let's just clamp these in. Give it run through with the router. Let's just sand this one as well, because why'd you have to give me trouble? Just go in there. There we go. Nice and clean. I don't know how this was. That's good. That's good. Okay, so that's one side of the dresser done. Well, the frame at least. So that's 3 pieces there. Put that there. And we need to take this one apart. Put it together, now we have to take it apart. That's how this thing goes. In order to make the holes for that, for the panel to fit into. Yeah, I should definitely do this maybe on top of something. Because if this opens up and falls, I'm going to have to replace one of the pieces. And I don't want to remake anything. I just want this done and out of here. I know I haven't been doing things that would allow me to do that, but you know, I need to make some money at least. This project is not making me any money. Be completely honest, I'm probably losing money on this. I'm building this bed. I wish that was not the case. I wish I was making bank with it, but nope. For one, the materials were more expensive than was previously quoted, so I had to pay the extra bit. Just because, you know, I was trying to be nice and whatnot, but this has turned out to be the client from hell. And, you know, I just want to get rid of her, really. I just want to get rid of this project. Don't want to see her ever again. Don't want to hear her. Don't want to have any complaints whatsoever from her ever. So I just want to get this done, get it out of here, and be done with it. So, today I want to, at the very least, have 2 panels glued up. I have the 2 panels glued up. That way we can kind of mock everything up together. The drawer fronts, we can work on the drawer fronts maybe a little bit today as well. Just to, you know, keep the ball rolling. The most expensive thing for the amount of material that I got, you know, per amount, were the panels. The panels were crazy expensive. The prices of the panels shot up like the day after. The day after, I could not, for the life of me, get the guy to give me a discount, so I had to pay the new full price for them. And on panels alone, I bought 2 5/8 and 2 1/4 inch panels. On panels alone, it was like $600 or more. So I was supposed to make $1,000 from this job, and quickly it's just turning into a $400 benefit from all this work. So yeah, least to say, I'm not really like looking forward to finishing it. The only reason I want to finish it is because I'll never have to hear this client's voice ever again, and I could finally rest and be done with it. really want to get this out of here. This is the demon bed from hell, and the client is it's just raging banshee. I've never had a problem with anyone. Anyone. I have to find one of these ball buster women. I mean, I've made cabinets for judges, women judges. I have to go give service to one of them because one of the door piston systems is not good, and I have to go and replace it. But that woman was kind of a boss chick as well. I told her, you know what, you have to wait, and that was the end of it. This one is just like the worst one of them all. He's been nothing but a pain in my ass. Like a month into the build process, and I was like, I just started with yours because I had other commissions in line before you, and I've told you this before. And she's just been nagging me all the way through. She's like, "Oh, we're really unsatisfied with the speed of the build." And I'm like, "Well, if you wanted something fast, you wouldn't have ordered something custom made, you know? If you had such a tricky deadline, which I understand, you're giving birth. The kids isn't in our presence right now, but you know, you did order for a custom built piece of furniture. Custom anything takes time, so don't have like a factory with a bazillion employees here working nonstop. I don't have like 50 different jigs for this one specific model of bed. So, yeah. How about that? I have to do everything from scratch. It is a custom bed. It is made to order. It takes time. If she would have gone to IKEA and IKEA didn't have her stuff in time, she would have waited, you know, just like any other person. It's like, well, we'll just buy something cheap, and then when we get the good one, we'll change it out. Needless to say, I'm never making another crib again. Unless it's for my kid, and even then, I would have to really think about doing it. Dokes. Okay, we should be good to go with this. Let's do a dry fit, see how it looks. Well, we can't do a dry fit just yet. I have to do the panels. Okay, and we were using this, so we need to change out the bit. Let's move some stuff out of the way so we can work with this in a more organized area. Put these away again. Even though I'm pulling them out again real soon, but for now, we'll just leave it here. Come on. There we go. What hour is it? It is 12:13. Nice. It is 12:13. At least the stream seems to be looking good. So let's see. I'm going to route out the panels and stop there. So we still have a little bit more to go. Let's see if we can get that adjusted and cut before we continue. So let's disconnect the router. And we'll switch out the blade here. It's a little tight here. Well, if I were to do it from this side, it'd be a lot easier.